Throughout the last decade, the vintage market is continuing to grow and make a comeback. There is a high demand for vintage clothing as fashion trends continue to recycle over time. Many thrift and vintage businesses have opportunities where you can earn money for bringing in your used clothing. This is known as consignment.
When we do sell an item, it goes onto that person's account and they receive 40% of what we actually sell it at.
The growing business of thrifted and vintage clothing stems from trends of the past that have now become trends of the present. It's also a response to fast fashion and the lack of sustainability in that industry.
For a lot of people that collect vintage, they look at it as more than a hobby, but rather an investment and something that's going to hold its value over the next couple of years.
Finding unique clothing pieces in a thrift store is cheaper and can save you a lot of money. You could also earn a profit from reselling those items on websites like Depop.
Most of the time I'll buy them for $50, $100 and they'll be worth like even more. Sometimes I go to a vintage store or a thrift store and they'll be $3 and I look online and they'll like be $200.
Local vintage business owners are passionate about what they do and take pride in getting to provide vintage clothing to the community.
Being able to see people happy and liking what we style them in, it's fun. It's fun because we get to show them actual true vintage versus what you see in a magazine or you see in Google.
The demand for vintage continues to grow in our society today and doesn't appear to be going anywhere anytime soon.